Good evening, everybody. This is your boy Jay Hud, excuse me, and this is another episode of Save Our Youth. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about black masculinity and how society has accepted all different forms of identities, gender identity. I'll read y'all something real quick, just so y'all can know what I'm talking about. How gender identity is shifting our perception of traditional males. And that's what I was getting ready to say. So now we got all these different descriptions. So now all these different genders that's identifying themselves as whatever they are identifying as. And so now we're getting judged if you cry, if you walk this way, if you walk that way, you're not a man and you're not masculine. And so say you got a young kid that's growing up. Oh, men don't cry. So now you got these kids that's not crying when they're going through stuff that's supposed to make them cry, and they're holding on and they're not crying. And you know what the fathers say most of the time, or some mothers too. Oh, that's you, you tough, you tough. Now you're giving him a image of who he's supposed to be as he grow up. Now tough. He hear the word tough. He knows what tough means. Now he's going around fighting and trying to be a bully and being trying to be tough to other people. Because for one, they're telling him that men don't cry, men don't walk this way. So all his life, he's growing up and he's holding all that stuff in until he explodes. Now this little boy is gonna grow up traumatized. He definitely is because he never cried because his parents said men don't cry, and he didn't want to seem like he was a girl, and that's not good. Parents, that's not good. Let your kids be who they are. Accept them for who they are. But let them know masculinity has nothing to do with how you walk or how you talk or how you choose to ID yourself, what gender you choose. All that shouldn't judge whether somebody is masculine or not. And that's what I mean about society does this. They tell us what masculinity is supposed to be for the black man. And we step into it like it's the truth because we listen to everything they say. That's just like up here. YouTube set a set of rules, right? And you abide by them rules because if you didn't, you wouldn't be up here. But you don't abide by the rules that says as a black man or woman, you're supposed to raise a child, and the child don't have to be yours. So if you sitting out there, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't trying to help the youth. You ain't just by preaching a message. Or if you're not preaching the message, when you have contact with somebody that might be doing the wrong thing, pull them to the side. It could be somebody on your job that's young, that's acting up. Pull them to the side, talk to them. Stop with the that ain't my problem, that ain't my business. It is our business because that's what we were created from. We were created out of love, and we're supposed to love thy neighbor and help thy neighbor if they need help. And it's a lot of these young kids out here that need help. And I know I can't go round them all up and say, come on, I'm gonna help you. Or these words is gonna make all your problems go away. No, it don't work like that. But how it do work is planting that seed. You gotta plant the seed, guys. You gotta plant the seed. I'm gonna read this little thing right here real quick, if I can. How gender identity is shifting our perception of traditional male traits. Over the past 50 years, the concept of masculinity has also been impacted by a cultural shift in societal acceptance of different gender identities and all forms of masculinity. For years, some men not only have been culturally conditioned not to show emotions, like I was saying, but their masculinity is judged on their gender presentation and how they perform as men. I just was saying that. We're judged on how we perform as men. Why do some measure male attributes and strengths, and while being feminine, it says, why do some measures male attributes as strengths, and while being feminine is seen as a weakness? That's what I'm saying. Because you're feminine does not mean you're weak. I don't know where they getting that from. Because I've seen some people who are feminine. Let's keep it real. I've seen some people who are gay that whoop a straight dude butt. So does that mean he's feminine? No, it don't. It means he's got masculine traits, but there's nothing wrong with having feminine traits too. There's nothing wrong with it. We came from a woman, so you know you're gonna have some kind of female traits in you because you're gonna take after your mother in something. So all that I ain't gay and I ain't this. Nobody said you are, but if you got feminine ways, you got feminine ways. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Some people might walk funny to somebody. It might say he walked like a girl. So what? What that mean? What do it mean? It don't mean nothing. It don't mean he's feminine. Some might say he talked like a woman or he looked like a woman. It just is what it is. It shouldn't define what masculinity is. It really shouldn't. And we have to stop as adults letting other people dictate what makes us a man in our own societies. We have to go around and preach to these kids and let them know, look, ain't nothing wrong with crying. That's emotions that you're dealing with, your feelings, you're supposed to let it out. That don't mean you're not a man. Stop that. If you wear pink, I'm glad we getting past that because we at one time it was bad about men wearing the color pink. Oh my God! Back in the days when I was coming up, you wore something pink, they were gonna bash you like you just stole $1 billion and got caught somewhere or something. That's how they're gonna treat you because and I'm glad it's not like that no more. People, I be seeing brothers wear pink all the time. I know if I wear a pink shirt, I look good in it because I'm dark skinned. I hook it up. Ain't nothing wrong with wearing pink. Men that don't want to wear pink, that's the people I be afraid of. Because what you hiding? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? I watch out for them cats that always tell me, oh, get away from me, that guy gay. I don't want to be around no gay person. Why not? You're not gay, right? All right, then. So why you worried about him then? Why you judging him? Why you can't sit next to him, but you can sit next to me? I'm a man. He's a man. What's the big deal? I never figured that out. Acting like children. Let me give you a story. One day we was locked up, right? I knew this kid since I knew his mother since he was a baby, and I told his mother he was gonna be gay because I seen it. It ain't because he had feminine ways, but I didn't say he wasn't masculine. I just said he was gonna be gay because I got gay people in my family, and I seen people grow up that are gay, my cousins, and they had ways that said that's what they wanted to do, and I don't knock that because I know people that's gay. I have been around people that's gay. Because I tell them like this: I'm not gay, and please don't try me that way, and we'll never have a problem. I like women. That's just it. But if I did like men, it wouldn't be no big secret. That's why I be telling people: be yourself, be who you are. If you running around and you know you don't like women, why are you dating women? We only live once. Do what makes you happy. If you feel it's right and you're not disobeying none of God's laws, then do what you do. Because us as people cannot judge you. You know how they say. You can't cast no stone. How am I cast a stone at her or him? And I got boulders waiting to hit me in the damn head. So, that's up to God to decide what's gonna happen, but it ain't up to us to be judging people and saying who's masculine and who's not. You know what I'm saying? And when I read that, I was like, wow, that is the truth. We sit back beefing with each other, fighting with each other, and all the time we have a whole society, not our society, the rich man's society, the 1%, that are trying to destroy us. And we so busy destroying each other that we can't even see it because we don't look for it. And that's why one day it's going to hit us in the blind. Boom! Look at the COVID thing. A lot of people lost their jobs. Where I was working at, they didn't even They didn't even have the gratitude to send people an email and say the job was no longer here, it don't exist no more. We shut it down. They didn't even tell nobody nothing like that. You get no email or nothing. You try to call, oh, they closed down. What happened to the employees? They've been gone. They laid off. Laid off. Is it gonna open back? No, the place has never opened back again. Wow. You give a place 5 or 6 years, 3 or 4 years, even 1 or 2 years, 1 year. You can't get the courtesy of, and you work with these people for years. They supposed to be friends. They couldn't even give you a phone call and say the job is no more. That's why I say people don't care about you, man. People be working these jobs and think that they boss love them and all that, like they would never fire and friends that work with them and all that. Man, listen here. You better change that around. Some jobs they might be a good connection, but look at here. If the stuff get rough, they'll leave you for dead. Because one of the clinicians, my boy Kurt, rest in peace. I hope his family sues the mess out of them because it was a 40 inpatient drug program. They try to call it a shelter so they don't have to pay that much, but it's a drug program. 40 beds for men. That wasn't 6 feet apart. But when the COVID hit, beds were still full. People were still doing groups, and the outpatient side was still coming in. Outpatient comes from 1 to 5. I mean, from 8 to 5, men and women. They have their groups, or they do a one-on-one, and that's what happened. Rest in peace, my boy Kurt. Condolences go out to his family. He did a one-on-one with somebody, and they must have had COVID. He caught COVID, and he passed away. Negligence on the part of the director of Cornell Hill Health Center. You supposed to have shut down immediately because you were in violation of everything that had to do with COVID-19. You were not COVID-19 ready to be still running groups and one-on-ones. Because if you was going to run a one-on-one, they shouldn't have been in your office. It should have been somewhere in a space so you could be 6 feet apart and have your one-on-one. Should have been no more groups unless you did the spacing and only so many people could come to the group at a time. You would have had to get rid of a few people so it would only be one person in a space, 6 feet, another person. But they didn't do all that. They tried to be greedy and just keep operating like nothing happened. And it cost them. Cost them a life. And that I say that to say this. You have to protect and care about yourself. But if you're not looking, you don't know what to protect yourself from. Young kids be out in the street 24 hours a day. They don't even want to get no sleep most of the time. As soon as they wake up, they up and out, back on the street. Watch the news once in a while. See what's going on around you. Like where I live at, these young kids don't watch TV, none of that. If they was getting ready to do a nuclear bomb in New Haven right now and blow us up, these young kids wouldn't even know to leave. They'd be like, where everybody going? Where you going? Oh, I'm out of here, man. About to blow this shit. Oh, man, they playing. Or boom, now everybody dead that didn't listen. You gotta start reading. You gotta start watching the news. You gotta start knowing what's going on in your surroundings. You can't just want to run to YouTube and see who beat. Let me see who beefing with who today. Let me see, because like Corey King and them, they'll keep you entertained because they always beefing with somebody or talking junk to somebody, and it's been a long time, but ain't nobody never got. Only fight I ever seen, the girly fight I seen was between I forgot the kid name, but he disrespected Ice and went to his house and all this crazy stuff. That was all disrespect, man. Like, you come to somebody's house, you supposed to die. Straight up and down. You supposed to came outside and just killed that nigga. That nigga came to your house, and you had everything on record. You would have not got any time. As long as you didn't have no gun you ain't supposed to have. That nigga came to your property. I would have invited him in, everything. You don't go to nobody's house. That's why I said, was that shit staged? Because who goes to somebody's house to fight? You don't know if he got a gun in there when he come out and just bam your ass. Some niggas be like, I don't give a fuck about jail. Bam, bam, bam. I would never do that. That was crazy. Other than that, Y'all be listening to these beefs and these fights. None of it's gonna never happen. None of them. None of them. Because them dudes that talk all that junk, but won't come outside and meet you nowhere, won't go 125th Street, they just talking junk on the keyboard, man. That's all that is. Don't believe that. You young guys and girls, don't believe that hype, man. And don't fall into that hype. Be better than that. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be up here showing your body, cussing, just going crazy, man. Like, act like you got some sense. Because we as black people, we have a lot of sense. We're not stupid or ignorant people. We're smart people. Like, I'm no dummy. Like, I ain't prejudiced. I don't care what race you are. If you treat me good, I'm gonna treat you good, and that's just how it is. I hate people who say they ain't racist but call people out of their names. And I'd be like, damn, you ain't no better than them. So if you feel like that, then why you mad at them for feeling the way they feel? I mean, you got bad people everywhere. Gotta stop judging people and prejudging people. It just don't make sense. Everybody come around with these little judgments. Chinese people are good at math. Black people are good at math too. White people are good at math too. Stop with that. Mexican people work hard and everybody else. They work hard, but black people work hard. Spanish people work hard too. We gotta stop that, man. Black people don't do nothing but want free handouts. Oh, we got a lot on us, but we don't see it because we so busy beating each other up, killing each other. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna end, young people? When are you gonna want to do something different with your life than sat carrying guns and trying to shoot at people and innocent people dying? When are you gonna change? Just when? Why you think it's cool to be an idiot? I just don't understand that. For real, y'all. For real, y'all. I don't understand it. Can somebody explain it to me in the chat? I mean in the comments. Why do these kids act like this? Shoot at people, let people know they got gun on them. They don't be caring about nothing. Pants hanging out, you see their drawers. I'm gonna tell you young kids how that started, since you wanna rock a style that you know nothing about. That style was invented in prison for dudes that was gay. If they represented themselves like that, that mean they was gay. They wanted the attraction of other men that are gay on the down low in the prison, which there's a lot of them. So when you go to prison, that's why I tell these young kids, do push-ups, stay in shape, jog. Because one day you never know, you might have to defend yourself with your joints. And if your joints can't rock and you don't know what to do with the 52, nigga, you know what to do with the 52, nigga? Huh? Do you? Huh? Kev, that's for you, baby. Killer Kev, I know a little something. I got mine in the street though, you know. Ashman Street Projects, Congress Avenue. Let me stop. That was back in the day stuff. But yeah, man. Yo, listen, man. I want y'all to like and subscribe to the channel. This channel is gonna do things. I'm tired of y'all just rolling through, pulling up on me and not subscribing and not liking my video and not looking at it to the end. Stop that, man. Stop pulling up on me like that, looking in my window and then bouncing. Stop being stalkers. If you're gonna come by, press the button, man. For real. I don't understand that either. You come by, you look, you don't hit the like button. Do that mean you don't like it? If it does, hit the don't like button. And if you think that it's cool and I'm all right and you believe what I'm saying, subscribe to the channel. And if you don't, that's cool too. Just check it out. You know, I might say something that might click, might help you out. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside though, man. We have to stop judging people. We have to stop thinking that our masculinity is supposed to be this way or that way. Your masculinity is be what way you want it to be. You're not gonna get judged on your masculinity because you can't lift 500 pounds. You shouldn't get judged on masculinity because you walk different or because you dress different. Because I know a lot of men that are gay and they still have masculine traits. Because like I told y'all, everybody got men and women traits. You'll get these hardcore dudes that no, I ain't got no women traits. I don't do that. You do, because you gossip like a girl. You hear that one? That's a trait. Because they say people who talk all the time got a girly mouth. You hear that before? All right then. You tough guy. You have the trait of talking like a girl. You know how girls like to gossip and talk about everything and tell the news, the latest thing? Yeah, that's some guys like that. Yeah, you. Yeah, that's you. Yeah. The first one that jumped up like, I ain't do none of that. I ain't do it. Yeah, right. You the one that talk too much like a girl. So get off of that, man. We got to get off of that. And the thing is, society is trying to do it to us. The government, all these different professors and scientists, but ain't none of this stuff proven. So, but we go for it because, you know, what they say, men ain't supposed to cry. So now that means that, where did that come from? Who said that? And why? So you hear from your father, so you just automatically say that's the truth? Men ain't supposed to cry and that's it? So like I said, you go around not crying your whole life. You 40 years old and never cried and never learned that men can't cry. Just say you did. You was ignorant that whole time. Just say you were. You know how much trauma you got inside you because people done died that were close to you. People done said stuff that hurt your feelings. If you got hurt, you scared to cry to your father and mother might be around, so you playing it off like, you know what I'm saying? That's all trauma built up inside. So stop it. Parents, stop telling your kids that men ain't supposed to cry. Men are supposed to cry. It's an emotion that everybody has. I promise you, man, I know what's going on in our society. We're having kids at a younger age. And so we slipping as far as parenting. And not raising the little kids right. The grandmothers are raising them most of the time. Friends, aunts. Because the young kids still want to be young kids. And that's why I try to tell these young kids, get on birth control or something so you don't even get pregnant. Because once you get pregnant, I don't know about that abortion stuff. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in taking a life like that. That's not me. It's not my decision to make. But we have to get on our kids and do better. Because we understand that for a fact. In the inner city, black women are having kids at an early age. And they have no clue. They think they do. And the first thing most of them do is run and get on the stage. It's all right if, like, you're still in school, stuff like that. But if you're out of school and you're on the state, you should be on the state until you had a baby, but then you should start looking for a job. Don't get stagnant. Because that state money you get once a month, you can make that 4 times in 1 week. In 1 month. So why would you settle for that? All you would have to do difference is get up and go to work. There's nothing wrong with that. Work is not a death sentence. To be quite true with you, I like working. If you work the right job. See, if you work a job and you don't like it, it ain't gonna work. Or you don't like the people you work with, sooner or later it's gonna be a problem. So, and some people have to do that because they gotta pay their bills. I don't like this person, that person. I don't like the job, but I gotta do it to pay my rent. And I understand that because I have done that before. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to try to find something that you're gonna like before it's all over. And that's what I'm trying to do. I like working, trying to help people in recovery and stuff like that. I like that. So that's the field I went to school for. Plus, I was older, and I don't have many options because at 55, come on now, my best option was to work with people in the drug addiction field, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, but like I said, man, Black masculinity is not defined by how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, how you look. Masculinity should just be masculinity. If you be competitive playing a game, then you're masculine. I don't care if you look feminine or not. If you run the race and you beat somebody, then you was masculine in that race. You showed your skills, strengths. So we can't judge people like that. You see what the article said? That's what they want to happen. That's what they want to happen. So we can be confused. They want to break up homes. They want single parent homes for black people in the inner cities. Look at this stuff that's going on, man. They trying to X us out. Only the rich people can make moves right now. If you ain't got no money, you ain't making no moves nowhere. Everybody always talking about equality, man. Ain't no damn equality. Just the other day, man. Listen to this. I was gonna put his ass on here, but I ain't have time because he switched up too fast. Police comes. I guess somebody arguing on another floor or something. Police come, so he blocks the driveway. So I blow the horn. Block the drive. See me coming out. You know what this bastard told me? You don't blow the horn at me. I said, why? Who the fuck are you? Why I can't blow the horn at you? Oh, because you're a police officer and I'm a black guy living in the inner city? That's why I can't blow the horn at you? Sorry, you blocking the driveway. Can you move your car? Know what he said? Oh, I'll move when I'm finished. You will? Okay. Took a picture of his car, about to call this thing, turned it, that bastard jumped in that car and moved it. But see, that's the stuff we gotta do. We can't be scared of the police for nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong, and you're not gonna block my driveway for nothing. Do your job properly. Park somewhere and get out the car. Like, that blue uniform don't make you above the law. So you can forget that. And I'm not bowing down to no police because he got no uniform on if I didn't do nothing wrong. And see, that's what we have to remember. If you didn't do nothing wrong. If you did something wrong and the police run up on you, stop it. Go ahead and see what they're talking about. You know you're going to have to go with them. You got a warrant, whatever, boom. Don't fight it. Why fight it? But if you ain't do nothing wrong and they trying to harass you and bother you, you have to know the law. That's why I say, man, reading and writing is so fundamental. And if you don't know how to do it, don't be scared to tell people you don't know how to read or you don't know how to write, because there's a lot of people out here that will help you. I'm one of them. I'll help anybody if I can. Because it's just what this title says. It's just what this platform is labeled. Save our youth. We really need to save our youth from themselves. We need to start talking all around the world, man. Everybody need to be talking. We need to be telling these young girls, don't have kids at a young age. You're not prepared for it. Prepare for a child. We need to start preaching that because that's not in us right now. We don't even do that. We don't prepare to have kids, most of us. Some do, but people that grow up in the inner cities that don't have nothing, don't have jobs and no kind of financial connections, they don't plan for kids. You gotta have money to plan for kids. You know how they do the room, the baby room, with everything nice and hooked up and got a nice room. They got the baby monitors in the room and in their room, and the whole room looks nice. They ain't even get pregnant yet. See, they planning. They got the college fund money put up for somebody to go to college when they graduate school. See, they got all this stuff. So see, when they kid grow up, they ain't got to struggle. They ain't got to worry about nothing. Their college fund is there. And they got a good home to grow up in until they turn 19, 20 and go off to college. 18, 19 and go off to college. See, that's how we have to start doing. We have to start planning for stuff. We can't just say, I want to do this is what I'm going to do. Well, how you going to do it? I'm going to do it. How you going to do it? You ain't write down no plan, no strategy, nothing. You just going to do it, huh? So you Michael Jordan, just do it. Stop it, man. You ain't going to just do nothing. You have to learn how to do stuff. You have to read. You have to write it down. You can't be out in these streets and don't be educated enough to be able to read something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know how to read and you don't tell nobody, you just keep it to yourself, people are gonna get over on you because you're gonna be faking like you can read, and they're gonna be writing anything, and you're gonna mess around and sign something you ain't supposed to sign, and it's gonna be too late. So if you don't know how to read, start learning how to read. They got libraries where I'm at, like so I know they got libraries everywhere. They got one, two, three libraries in New Haven. You know what? They're always empty. So all you guys that be talking about, I ain't got no computer, I don't know how to do this. They got computers in the library. You only can stay on for an hour or two, but that's better than nothing. You can leave and go back and come back on it. So that's no excuse. Like I said, man, it's your boy J Hud. Save our youth. And I'm out of here, man. I'm about to go sit down and watch me some TV. I hope you like and subscribe to the channel. I say this all the time, man, but I shouldn't have to, man. Please just help a brother out, man. A brother just care about the kids, man. If you want to donate, man, it's in my description. Cash App, J Huddy, 123. And what else? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Save our youth. Help us out. Help our own communities. Let's start to care in our own communities.